It is 7 a.m. As you can probably see, I am not at home. I'm actually having a little bit of a writing retreat. I know, we did all of NaNoWriMo and now I'm having a writing retreat. But my husband is taking an avalanche course this weekend, and the town that they suggested that he book a hotel in is this really cute Christmassy little town. It's kind of German themed, that I've only visited one time and never around the Christmas season. So since he already had the hotel for the weekend, I decided to come along, and while he's doing his avalanche class, I am doing a writing retreat. Mostly I'm going to be staying indoors today and working on sort of outlining and kind of reconfiguring my NaNoWriMo novel. That one I was sort of expanding upon the zero draft, the outline, which was mostly journal entries. So now I'm trying to go through and take the parts that are going to lend to the story and tell myself where I'm keeping and where I really need to expand more, where it's just too much of a journal entry. And I saw Lainey from Lainey Reads Taylor do this. Let me grab the whole thing. I printed everything out. I'll come back over here where the lighting's a little better. And she couldn't come up with what the name was, but I was like, all they called those were like web outlines when I was younger. So I did a web outline, just kind of connecting all of the pieces of the story together. And I think it'll be really good. I'm going to kind of figure out like where this character differs from me and like breaks off from me, because she's meant to not be me. Obviously I wrote from my journal entries, so like right now it's just an autobiography kind of thing, like a memoir kind of thing. And I don't want it to be that. I need to separate the character from me, take all of the characters who were actual people and separate them from those actual people and create more of characters out of them, so that I'm writing about the experiences but not about the people and like the specifics that had to do with me. But I still want to draw on some of those like more, those bigger moments and like some of the like unusual things that happened. I want to keep those in because they were unusual and they were cool. So I gotta kind of work on that a little bit. The other things I want to get done today, I want to film kind of a wrap up of NaNoWriMo video, which I'm going to try and do a little later when the sun's coming in so I can get some nice lighting. I'm going to do that. And I'm tired. My coffee is not very good. I had to use a French press for the coffee. Like I could go, if I waited a little longer, I could go out and like get breakfast, but the idea is kind of to stay in as much as possible. I'm going out for lunch, just to pick up lunch and come back, and then we're gonna go out to Leavenworth is the name of the town. We're gonna go out to actually get dinner tonight once he gets back from the avalanche course. And we went and saw the lights a little bit, and I'll put in some footage of the lights as well in the video because it is just gorgeous here. I wish it snowed. There's hardly any snow. It's like old snow. It's like ice. Yeah, it's still pretty. The lights are still really pretty. So, and there's a lot of people. It's actually, the reason I'm mostly staying in is there's a lot of people here. It's a little disconcerting. Like we're wearing our masks and we're being really careful, but it's a lot more people than I thought were gonna be here. And it's sort of like we're gonna have to have a hotel here regardless. So I want to see it, but also I don't want to see it too much. I don't want to be around people too much. So mostly I'm gonna get the writing down. So I'm gonna try and do a blog post today. I'm gonna try and do the NaNoWriMo video. I'm gonna film this vlog, and I'm going to work on my story. And I don't have to finish all of them today. I have tomorrow. Tomorrow I actually have to check out of the hotel, and then there's like 5 hours before his class is done that I'm just gonna have to find a place to like go. So then I'll explore the town a little more because I won't have a choice, which is also why today I'm kind of staying in. Gotta go drink my bad coffee. And I've never really used a French press. I'm not really a fan. It didn't turn out very good. I don't really like it, but I'm gonna drink it because I need the fuel. And then, yeah, I'm gonna get everything done. So after my last update, I pretty much immediately fell back asleep. I'd been up since 6 a.m. and that was apparently too early for me. So now I've taken a shower and I'm really gonna start on the writing. So what I'm doing, let me just arrange this. You can see I've done the first page, so I'll show you kind of what my process is going to be like. I'm highlighting sections that I think I just need to add some more. I'm going to be marking in green ones that I pretty much like that needs to stay in the original. And then just little things that I need to add in sections, and I'm trying to just cross off places that it just like doesn't need to be in the story anymore. That like that's not relevant to the character's plot, even though it was part of my story. So yes, I'm gonna go through the whole draft, and I printed back to front. I'm gonna go through the whole draft. There's around, I shrunk it down to around 60 pages, so it's a little bit small, but since this is kind of a broad sweep through. And then I'm going to re-outline so I have a really good idea of what I'm doing with the characters. And yeah, that's what I'm working on. And this time I won't fall asleep. See, I'm sitting in like a chair this time instead of on the bed. The coffee didn't help, and it wasn't that good, and I think the water here is pretty nasty even after boiling it. So maybe I'll get some coffee when I go to get some lunch in maybe like 2 hours. So I'm gonna try and write straight through to 2 hours and then figure out what I'm gonna do about lunch. I've done about 15 pages of revision. I have had more coffee, so I'm more awake. I filmed my video that I wanted to film for, ooh, what's that? Oh, okay. I filmed my video that I wanted to film, and now I'm starting to think about lunch. I know for dinner we're gonna do something kind of German, because this is a little German town. But I'm thinking something with a little more vegetables for lunch. And there seems to be this place, they say it's like a bone broth place, but then most of the meals are either like pescatarian or vegetarian or vegan. So I might try that place for lunch. I'm hoping I can order it, walk down there, get it, and walk back, because I kind of want to minimize my time outside right now since I'm going to see more of it at night when it's all lit up. And I want to get back to working on all this because I do want to post the video today. I also would like to post my blog post today. I did write the blog post. Did I mention I was doing a blog post? I did write it, so I need to post that and then keep working on this. So I'm like 15 pages in. It's like 11:30. I could probably finish this today. These are really broad sweeping revisions, so it's not like this is too terribly hard, but I do want to get through it. So I'm going to work a little more, and then probably pretty soon I'm going to see if I can order lunch from that place, and I will show it to you if it is gorgeous, if I remember to show it to you before I devour it. Okay. Whew. Okay, where can I put you down? Okay. I did it, I got the soup. Okay, so this place is called Yodelin Broth Company. Let's see what I got. So, some silverware. Oh, I got a soup. Oh, there's something else in there. What's this? Oh, it's just a little stand for my soup. Cute. Okay, let's open this. See if I can do it one-handed. Ooh, it's kind of like a chicken udon that I ended up getting. So hopefully it will be delicious. I wish I had chopsticks for an udon. I should have brought some. Oh, they're not like real udon noodles. They're like skinny udon noodles. That's okay then. In case you're wondering, I did not bring a tripod. You just stacked up on some books on the bed. So that's why you're so far away. Here. Oh, it's kind of heavy. That's kind of what the noodles look like. It's supposed to be chicken in here. Maybe it's just chicken broth, which would be fine because I prefer just having the noodles. But, so, I'm gonna eat, then I'm gonna edit my video so we can start uploading because the Wi-Fi is really bad here. And then I'll work on writing some more. So soup has been eaten. It was mostly like those cut up carrots and noodles and broth. And it was good. It was kind of what I was wanting for lunch, something kind of light but filling. I finished editing my video and I just wanted to show you this. I don't know, like I don't have like a view or anything really nice, but I wanted to show you. It was like bright sunny day all morning, like when I went down to get my food and everything, and just in like, maybe it was like while I was not filming, while I was editing, so I didn't really notice, but you should see the gray clouds. Can you see it? I don't know how it looks on film, but it was like blue sunny skies, and then these like super gray clouds just moved in and like covered the sun. And the forecast is still saying no snow, but those are looking like snowy clouds. So I might get some winter wonderland. I think it's ready to upload. Alright, I'm gonna go do that and get back to writing. Okay, I'm about halfway along, so let me just show you so far. So all the pages have been back to front this whole time, and I'm just doing mostly big margin marks like this, like for cutting. Okay, so look at this. What? Oh, the camera doesn't even know what happened there. What happened here? It only printed one side. These two must have gotten stuck together because this is like the back and front. That's funny. Anyway, we're on page 30 out of a total, oh, there's my outline. Total of 61, I believe. Ooh, 61, yeah. So, about halfway through. And this, children, is why you always number your pages if you're printing stuff out. You gotta know what order it used to be in. So always number your pages. That's my tip of the day. Something I didn't really acknowledge when I was writing it the first time was that, I mean, I'm almost 40 pages in, and I'm only through like the first 12 days. Is it 12 days? I think it's 12 days. It's really, oh, I'm gonna put this down, perfect. It's really kind of front heavy with the right, oh no, I'll move my camera. The whole story is really front heavy with this trip. Like, I wrote a lot of really extensive journals, and then I think as the homework picked up, I wrote less and less and less, so there's just less content for later on, and I think it'll be good because I'm going to be able to fill all of that up with romance. But yeah, we're 40 pages in and we're not that far, and there's like a whole month left to go. So I can really see the unevenness of my writing, because it's 40 out of 60 is like what I can sit down to, so we'll see. Checking in with you again because I am at the 53 page mark, so I am getting really close to the end, and I'm noticing that for the most part the biggest problem is it just reads like journal entries. Like, I put a lot of the details of like the place that we're going, a lot of, actually more of the sensory details than I thought, but like no dialogue. I didn't record anything about like the conversations that I had. And a lot of the trips that I took was just like these long, I mean like 10-mile walks. And we just talked the whole time. Like the various friends that I went on these long trips, of walking trips with, we just talked. It was really nice. It was really pleasant. But I don't have that dialogue. And so there were some places where I wrote in some dialogue for various things, or like I put in some conversations in the romance department. But for the most part, it's like, it's just a lack of dialogue. There's so much dialogue lacking, and I feel like I'm gonna have to sit down and flesh out these characters, because obviously they're gonna have different conversations than I had to begin with, and it's been a long time, so I don't remember the conversations that I had. I feel like that's gonna be the biggest part of this revision. Also, it is a Saturday, and I know like there's a ski resort not too far from here, but like there is no powder. The snow is lame, but for the past like maybe hour and a half, there's just been a steady stream of cars coming from one direction, like just steady. And it's kind of funny. I don't know if they were all like they're not coming like in the way that they'd come up the mountain, like if they were going to go skiing, they're like coming down from it. I don't know, hopefully there wasn't an avalanche. Hopefully Josh is okay. I should be hearing something from him in about an hour. and I've already picked out a place for us to eat, and they do online order, so we can order, walk down, pick it up, walk back, which is what I did with lunch, and I thought that was a really nice way to do it. I didn't have to kind of hang out in that crowd, but I got to see some of the like art market that they still had out. It's kind of weird. I know I'm in a tourist trap town, but it's weird to be in a place where they're just barely acknowledging that COVID's happening. Like, they're like, wear a mask, here's some hand sanitizer, but everything is open to pretty much the same extent. I don't know. Like, I get it, and I also, it's a little cringy, and I'm here contributing to it, so it's a lot of mixed feelings in that regard, too. I think after this trip, Josh and I are going to try and get COVID tested again. The last time we got tested, it was a really pleasant experience. I say, we had to shove the things up our own noses, but I did like that better than someone else. I don't want someone to shove it up my nose. Them letting me shove it up my own nose was really nice of them. But otherwise, like, it was so short. We did a drive-through one. It was fine. So I think we'll do another one just to be safe, because it's just really big crowds. Unfortunately, like, we need to do it on Monday, and I'm supposed to be back at work on Monday, and so I'm gonna have to be like really extra super careful if we can't get tested before we can go in. I've been being super careful here, but it is also like, when it comes to COVID, like, how careful can you be? And also, like, I haven't been able to full quarantine this whole time. Like, my job is a necessary job. I've been around people pretty much every day since the start. I mean, like, we're taking some precautions, but it's like wearing a mask. And so there are times when I think, how do I describe this to you? There's times where it feels like I'm so done with it, and like nobody else seems to be participating in the trying to get through this, and I've been doing it so much from the start, like following all the guidelines as they come out, and you know, you get like tired of it when no one else is helping and they're making it worse, and like things are getting worse, but also nothing's happened like to you. You know, it's like that complicated emotion of like, how much should I care? And I know you have to care a lot, but sometimes you're just like, I wish we were done with this by now. I wish everyone else would participate. And you get mad at the people who aren't, but you also feel jealous. I don't know. It's kind of, I might cut this part out, but I feel like you probably understand what I'm saying, even though I'm not saying it very well. Like, if you watch my if you watch my vlogs and you know me, like, I think you understand like the sentiment of like the frustration, but also the like, I'm trying, like, Josh needs this avalanche class. Well, and honestly, it's an avalanche safety class. They're going to be outdoors at least 6 feet apart with masks on and full ski gear, head to toe coverings on a normal year. So like, he was never not going to be safe doing this. All they really had to do was like break into smaller teams and go different places. So I think he's only in a group of like 5 people, and they're not going to be within 6 feet of each other, and they're going to be wearing full snow gear, and they were always going to be doing that. So like, he's not in danger. So like, doing this was really good. This is going to help him get the position that he wants. And for me, I just really wanted to come up into the snow because I miss it. And like, for Josh, this makes sense. Am I being selfish coming up here and like contributing to the tourism up here? Or is this something that's like, okay, because I'm being careful and because like I'm mostly staying indoors and I've been being pretty careful, like, did I earn this or am I being dumb? But I don't know, it's like those complicated thoughts, they keep bothering me. It still looks like it's gonna snow, but nothing more has happened with the weather. I could show you here real quick if you want to see that nothing else. Oh, and like, this is the sad amount of snow, and it's straight up ice. So ain't nobody skiing on this. A lot of this last section is looking like this, where it's just like, keep it but add some more, which is mostly, the yellow lines are mostly dialogue detail, and then add romance in between, and then another day. Like, pretty much the last like several pages have been that kind of thing. Oh, I guess I crossed that one out. Add romance. Okay, I'm done, and I've done just a very basic outline. of like the order I think things need to happen in to be more satisfying as a story. So I think that's pretty good, honestly, for now. I am going to probably play some Animal Crossing, let's be honest. I brought my Switch with me. I'm gonna do that for a little bit. And my video is still uploading. It's gonna take like another hour, but I did post a vlog. No wait, this is a vlog. A blog post. Right now I pretty much finished what I like needed to get done today. And I might do some reading until Josh gets home if I don't have too much to do in Animal Crossing. So yay! Okay, so I have about 4 hours between the hotel checkout and when Josh's class is done. And it used to be sunny, but it's not now. But I found this cute little park. So I'm gonna go for a walk around the park to kind of keep warm, and then we'll see about maybe popping in some shops to warm up. The sun. Doo -doo -doo -doo. Hey, so it's a little while after my writing retreat and I realized I just never really like filmed any kind of closing for the video. So I just wanted to go ahead and do that now with my lovely Christmas tree behind me and just say the revisions are going really well. I've now moved on to the next step, which is kind of compiling and rearranging and creating the actual chapters. If you have any interest in this type of story and you have any interest in beta reading it for me, let me know, because I think fairly soon I'll be ready for like an initial round of beta readers. So if anyone is just interested in the story, definitely let me know. I also wanted to give a really big shout out, and I don't know if she watches this channel, but a friend of mine recently landed an agent. There's a friend who's been friends with me since high school. We sort of bonded over love of particular anime and manga. I think I lent her my DN Angel series and she lent me all of the original Full Metal Alchemist anime, and that's really what got me into Full Metal Alchemist initially. So her book is gonna be so good. She's such a good writer and she just landed someone who seems like an amazing agent, so I wanted to give Michelle a big shout out because I'm just really proud of her, and I will leave her Twitter handle down below. Her book is, at least right now, I know they haven't like sold it or anything, but at least right now the working title of her book is Wax Engine Parade. I know things can go crazy with traditional publishing. I'm just so very, very proud of her. So I wanted to just leave a shout out at the end and wrap this whole vlog up. So Merry Christmas if you celebrate. Happy holidays. I think we're in the middle of Hanukkah still right now, so happy Hanukkah. Just happy winter holidays. I hope there's lots of lights in your life. That is my favorite part about the winter holidays. It's just all the lights start going up and it's so dark here this time of year where I live. Dark by 4 o'clock, you know, sun's not out till 9 a.m. So having all the extra sparkling lights really, really helps a lot. The other thing that helps is a happy lamp, so don't underestimate that. But good luck to all of us, especially to you, and let me know how your own writing journeys are going, and hopefully you enjoyed this somewhat Christmassy vlog, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye!